Nestled away in the Old Town area of Edith, capital of the Calvard Republic, is a small, humble business. It was owned by Van Arkwright, a problem solver of sorts called a Spriggan. One day, a first-year student from Aramis Academy, Agnès Claudel, showed up at his door. She requested his help in finding antique ornaments called the Genesees, which she inherited from her great-grandfather. Utilizing his connections in normal society and the underworld, Van and Agnès found one of the Genesees, only to come under fire from a mafia group called Almada. Despite the seemingly hopeless situation, the Genesis resonated with Van's Zypha, a tactical orbment from which a little fairy named Mare appeared. With her assistance, Van clad himself in an armor made of shards and transformed into the Grendel. He turned the tables on the mafioso with its overwhelming strength. After that, Agnès agreed to work for Van part-time in exchange for his help in finding all 8 Genesees. The two of them traveled all across Calvard in search of them and made a number of new friends along the way. Fairy Al-Fayed, a Jaeger who was raised for a life on the battlefield as a Kruga warrior. Aaron Way, a prodigy and a reckless leader of a group of delinquents from Longport's Eastern Quarter. Risette Twinings, a service concierge dispatched from the Marduk Company to provide Arkwright Solutions with impeccable support. Katra Salesian, a young engineer stationed at the Basel Institute of Science, where he participates in the development of cutting-edge technology. Judith Lanster, a famous actress in the world of film who leads a double life as the Phantom Thief Grimcat. And Beargard Zeman, Van's former mentor, and a man who cast off his old name. Together, they braved countless ordeals and collected many of the Genesees. Though they were hounded at every turn by Almada, who were using the devices to sow confusion and chaos wherever they went. Eventually,
oh shit, I was muted.
Leader, Gerard Dantes, detonated a nuclear
I said,
weapon
Alex,
in a
close your
remote
eyes, plug your ears.
and wiped it off the
I'm
map.
sorry. Spoilers, ah.
Multiple factions, now driven to bring about
Mute the
Almada's
stream
end,
for like,
found themselves as pawns
4
in a
minutes.
chess game, where Van and his friends came out on top and ultimately defeated Almada's executives and cohorts. Then they put an end to Dantes, the source of all this evil. However, during a festival celebrating the Calvardian Revolution, one of Almada's leaders, Melchior, unleashed pandemonium on the capital, and in the process revived Dantes and the other executives and summoned countless demons into the city. Pandemonium brought time in Edith to a standstill, but with the aid of their allies, Van and his crew were able to once again defeat Melchior and Dantes. Upon Dantes' demise, the diabolic core that he had absorbed into his body found its way back to Van, its original host. Van awakened as Vagrant's diaspora and disappeared, fleeing from his companions. Unwilling to lose their friend, the group chased after him into the boundary between Zemuria and the Beyond and confronted the demon that overtook him. Thanks to the urging of his friends, Van was able to regain himself and temporarily drive the Demon Lord out by flinging the core into the depths of the rift. With all of these incidents behind them and the end of the year fast approaching, everyone other than Agnès bid a brief farewell to Van as they each left Edith behind. But before they departed, they all promised that they'd see each other again in the near future.
So, little disclaimer for everyone that doesn't know, Trails Through Daybreak 1, I played on my stream. The playlist is on my stream. It's an awesome game, amazing playthrough, would recommend. So I've been very excited for this game, and it just came out today. It literally came out like, I want to say maybe 5 hours ago. This is my main priority, the inspiration that I needed. I've been feeling very uninspired with video games recently. Nothing's really been wowing me. I'm so excited to play this game. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I love this game. I'm looking up a nightmare guide, or just a normal guide. This guide is written on normal. I hope it doesn't matter.
Go!
Target confirmed. Moving to apprehend.
Is that...
Our next prey.
That's a Genesis. Holy shit, that's Mare 2.0.
Now, devour them all!
There's another one?
Start corrode! The Grendel's online!
Is there gonna be another, like... In Cold Steel, spoilers, in Cold Steel, the whole point was, like, the Divine Knights, they had to battle. So are we gonna have to fight this guy? Is it gonna be the trials from Cold Steel all over again? I don't know how I feel about that. But that's me. Just a different... That guy is a fire version of me. He's pretty cool, though. Which makes sense, because we're pretty cool. The Anarchide's pretty cool. I'm going to assume that was apologizing for ruining my gaming experience. Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. Awesome. Glad to hear it. I hope it lives up to your anticipation. I know you love this whole series of games. Yes, I love Nihon Falcon games.
What in the world?
Big fan. Holy shit, Nadia and
I
Swin.
knew I sensed something down here, but I wasn't expecting to find bodies.
We did not see them in Daybreak
No
1.
good. I'm only getting a faint response now. Ugh, I really thought we had it this time. This place is gonna be locked up real tight after today. Talk about lame.
Huh. Maybe we should pay our friend a visit. His connections could come in handy, and we do still owe him our thanks.
Oh yeah. Our thing should match his 4 SPG requirements, shouldn't it?
That's us.
Well, if we go,
Where are
I'm
Christ's
totally
wishes?
helping myself to his secret stash of sweets.
Pause
If you
off.
want to play with fire,
Nadia.
be my guest.
That's what I'm saying. Pause off.
I think that's our cue to get out of here.
Yeah. Let's move, S.
They look so good in this game. Like, their character portraits and stuff. It's definitely a step up from Reverie. They looked cool in Reverie, but just, like, the art style and the graphics. It's cool to see how it's come and progressed. I feel like Green is in this game. I hope he's in this game. I'm pretty sure Altina's in this game. I would love to play with Altina. Altina was, like, one of my favorite... was probably my favorite out of the new Class 7.
I can't wait! Do you think his car is faster than Van's truck?
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetie. We'll be back home later this evening.
You better be. Things have been a little too weird around here lately. All right, have tons of fun out there, Yume.
Okie dokie, Grandpa. I'll be back soon!
Bye, Yums. She's so cute. Elaine, maybe?
Early yesterday morning,
Not sure
there was
who
a
that
small
was.
explosion near a municipal building in the capital. According to our report, it was the result of a power outage, and there was no sign of criminal activity. In other news, a Grand Circuit exhibition race will be held today.
For real?
Hi,
It's
Van.
too early for this shit.
It is Elaine.
Yes? Thought you weren't working today.
It's nearly 10 a.m., you know. You really should be wide awake at this hour. I have a job fit for a Spriggan. So you better start waking up already. Van.
Hi, Elaine.
So, wasn't expecting you to drop by the office, much less in casual wear.
Why is it not auto texting? There we go.
Better be careful walking around in that, or else Lil Miss Famous will have even more eyes on her.
Oh, please. I can blend in with the crowd just fine, as long as I act like myself. So, what are your thoughts? I just had it tailor-made.
It's make or break time, Van.
Well, let's
Better say
see.
something smart.
Huh. Yeah, seems pretty alright. Always good to wear something easy to move around in. What? What did I say?
Well, that's not really what she was shooting
nothing.
for.
So, what's going on with your sleep schedule? Was it thrown off kilter, or are you just becoming lazy? Perhaps your old habits are rearing their ugly heads, now that you don't have your assistants to keep you in line.
It ain't like that. I've just been up to the neck in work is all. Though I am slowing my pace a little. At least until they get back.
Speaking of, I can't believe it's already been 2 months since they all left.
Why
I'm
are they
surprised they
gone?
haven't returned yet.
Come back.
Yeah, well, they all had some unfinished business to take care of. On the bright side, things have been nice and quiet around here lately. It's just like old times.
Oh? I've heard testimony to the contrary. A little birdie told me Agnes has been coming here every week for part-time work.
Not true. She comes every other week. And I doubt she'll be able to do even that much in the coming weeks. She's gonna be up to her ears in work, getting ready for her school festival.
Oh, it's that time of year already? I bet someone's going to be awfully lonely soon.
Yeah, no. Alright, that's enough about me. Let's start talking shop. I want to know why an A-rank bracer, and the famous Beauty's Blade no less, is asking for my help. I'm also curious why you're doing this on your day off. Guessing this ain't a rescue a lost cat type request.
Afraid not. Take a look at this.
Damn.
There have been other incidents like this one here in the capital. They began around the start of the year. I'm sure this is old news to you, however.
Yeah, but I didn't think the rumors were actually true. What I heard was that there have been a number of strange goings-on lately, and that a lot of people have been dropping like flies.
The victims are not only policemen and soldiers, but also gang and mafia members as well. Evidently, they have all been killed in the most gruesome manner imaginable.
That's Mare's
It's
doppelganger.
inhuman, in every sense of the word. Due to the
They have a
nature of the
genesis.
incidents, however, they're being reported as vague disturbances or accidents.
Well, given the parties involved, can't say I blame them. Hasn't stopped people from talking, but it's all just speculation at the moment. I figure the Guild and the CID want to close the books on this case ASAP.
That's right. A joint investigation team has already been formed. They've surmised that this is the work of a serial killer. Unfortunately, they have yet to find any serious leads.
I'll admit, this case has been on my mind. But I hadn't caught any sense, and no one had come to me about it. Until now, that is. If I'm being real with you, this is way beyond the scope of my humble little office. You do get that, right?
That's why we
Yes.
need to team up.
And until yesterday, that was perfectly acceptable. However, the situation has changed.
She's about to blow your mind. Let you know you have a twin, or Mare has a twin.
Target, move it up.
Now, seize them all. Shard
What shitty video quality.
is online.
Yeah, that's literally us.
The CID's Special Ops Hercules unit, its Gamma company specifically, was wiped out last night. They identified a suspect for the serial killings via their intel network, but when they caught up with him, they were completely overwhelmed by a red fairy and a man in a trench coat, who transformed into a monstrous creature.
I want to say it's just the latest in special effects, but yeah, probably not. I'm guessing Renee sent you this vid?
Yes, discreetly and privately. Not even the Guild is aware of this video.
Nice.
The many incidents caused by Almada last year were beyond human understanding.
Looking out for Van.
However, all of the reports mentioned the presence of a fixer and an unidentified dark blue monster. Consequently, multiple organizations are beginning to turn their eyes to you. I'm sure I don't need to tell you what will follow if nothing is done about this. Yes?
Honestly, even I don't know what all went down there. So, long story short, I've shot to the top of the suspect lists.
Unlucky.
Of the CID and the Bracer Guild.
Nail on the head. It's only a matter of time before the CID makes their move to attain justice for the Gamma Company. This is personal to them. The same goes for the police and the Guild as well.
Well, shit. I just can't catch a break these days. But, thanks for giving me a heads up.
What are you going to do?
The only thing I can do. I'm gonna put my nose to work. This ain't something I can take lying down, especially since I should have been able to sniff it out from the get-go. I'm not just gonna sit here and wait for someone to throw me in the slammer. I've gotta get on out there and clear my good name. Pushing through thick and thin is what a fixer does best. I'll get through this. Whether that's by myself or with the people who have stood by my side. I'm only here now because of them. And I've still got to pay them back for all they've done for me.
Of course, we'll help you, Van.
Guess I'm sort of giving myself a 4 SPG here. Now, I hate working for free as much as the next guy. But maybe I could put up with it if a certain someone rewarded me with delicious sweets.
That's quite the roundabout way of asking me to treat you. However, I'm afraid I can't accept that particular arrangement. Seeing as I'm the one who came to you with the job.
Huh?
I can't just sit idly by and let a new seed of fear be planted in the hearts of civilians. That's not the Bracer way.
Are we getting
Moreover,
Lane?
I have a personal
Permanently?
stake in this. After all, a dear friend of mine is being
Probably
caught in
not
the
permanently.
crossfire of this whole ordeal.
A
I won't let
Bracer
him
to
be
a
hit with a
PP on our
false
team.
charge. Face it, you need someone who can keep an eye on you. I think us working together would be the most rational solution. That said, I can't openly ask for your help, given my position as a Bracer. If it's done through a 4 SPG, though, I doubt there will be any problems. So, will you accept it? Hey, why are you laughing at me?
I'm not. Just wondering who's really the roundabout one here. You're the same as ever, Elaine. Actually, I take that back. You've changed a lot, haven't you?
I suppose I have. Although I think that's to be expected, given all that happened last year. And you've changed quite a bit yourself, no?
Guess so. All right. The
Man now
conditions
has
you've outlined match my
friends.
requirements well enough. I'll be expecting you to pull your weight out there. Better keep up with me, Beauty's Blade.
Oh, I'll do more than that, Van Arkwright.
I am officially in love with this caramelized apple. The slightly bitter yet juicy sweet flavor is to die for. That pinch of cinnamon combined with the flaky richness of the crust are sending my taste buds into overdrive. It's perfection. I could sit here eating Monmar's tart tatin until the cows come home. I'll never get sick of it for as long as I live.
Same for me. Its flavor is refined, yet delicate at the same time. Calling it anything less than a masterpiece would be doing it an injustice. You're a master of your craft, Victor.
Why, thank you. I don't know why you're hanging around this deadbeat, But I guess there's no harm in kicking up your feet and sharing a meal in your downtime. The same doesn't go for you, you lazy bum. Also, you better not give this fine young lady any trouble. You hear me?
Okay,
Yeah,
Dad.
yeah, I got it.
Thanks, Dad. Yumes. Oh, nice. One big happy family. Maxim, Yumes, and Paulette. That's true. Maxim's got a lot of time to make up. A lot of rapport and trust needs to be built there. But he's got it. He means well.
Should be able to get whatever we need over at the general store. So let's... Wait, I need to make a stop at the tobacco kiosk. Gotta check out their novelty candies.
Ever the sugar addict.
You sure are an odd group.
Shop. Products not made seen in stores are marked with new. The minimap icon will change as well. Stores in Edith will produce new products as the story progresses. Okay, I have a guide open that I think I'm probably going to use because Trails guides are pretty easy to follow. Game Facts and like Neo Seeker and shit, they all have really good guides that are very straightforward. Also, I would like to get some of the achievements if I can. Yeah, it does want me to buy one of everything. I wasn't
Stop by
sure if this
again.
game had that achievement.
What's on the menu?
Cooking items. When you eat a cooked recipe for the first time, you receive gourmet points. Earning enough points raises your gourmet rank, which in turn increases your party stat values. Meals cannot be used in battle, but heals the whole party and nets a lot of gourmet points. Snacks can be used in battle with the Y items.
Be seeing ya.
Like how the map shows... Ooh, that line is so much nicer than the dots. But I like how the map shows the red shops that are new or have new things.
Looking is always free, you know.
Cooking and ingredients. If you have ingredients, you can cook in the office kitchen and at charging stations. You can buy recipes from certain shops and learn how to cook them by using them from the items menu. Excuse me?
An early morning sauna trip doesn't sound half bad.
I got the hint. We can make a quick stop. You won't be any help if you're still half asleep.
True.
Fine then. I'm gonna take a dip.
He's like, if you insist. He's like on the job. Does make me feel a little guilty not reading the story. I like how you have the option to display the soundtracks.
This is perfect.
So I can see like what everything's called and stuff. That's cool.
A breather was just what I needed. I feel nice and refreshed.
Come back anytime.
I love how this game, like, there isn't a loading screen to go into every room. Like, look how smooth that transition is. Daybreak 1 did that, but it's just like little things like that are just like such good details about the game, you know? Like, look at these transitions. And you can hear people in like the background. I don't know. It's like little details like that that I think really make games like this incredible. Thank you so much, Yev, for agreeing. company motto, the 5 laws of a Spriggan. 1. Never accept less than 1,000 mira per hour. 2. Complicated matters only. 3. Only eat sweets once per day. 4. Sleep whenever you can. 5. A hot morning shower and a dip in the sauna is a blessing to oneself. Okay. To Riverside. Game of the year. It's been pretty good. I've been between places since I'm fostering a kitten, and I got her vaccines all set and her fecal in, so hopefully she's got a clean bill of health. Congratulations! That's so exciting! I hope that she's healthy. That's true, we're busy bees. Yeah. Low-key though, is it? I feel like violent stuff happens all the time. Maybe not. Maybe actually this country's... Maybe Erebony is pretty safe. I don't know. I feel like we get 4 SPGs all the time, though. And we've met a couple of creeps, you know?
Well, if it isn't Van and... Oh, Elaine too.
Sup? Been a while.
Nice to see you again, Bermati.
And it's always a pleasure to see you. It's been some time since I've seen you both together like this. Wait, could it be that you're dating? And you didn't think to tell me? Oh, shame on you both!
I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not like that.
You're letting your imagination get the best of you. Again. Anyway, you got a sec? We have a couple of questions for you.
I assume it's related to that incident? Very well. Pull up a chair. There's something that's been bothering me about the whole affair as well.
She's adorable at least. I'm gonna be sad to give her away. Yeah. Sad. OMG, the Dota patch didn't come out today. Unlucky,
A copy of that
Ev.
video came to my place, courtesy of Kincaid.
But now
What
I can
happened
play
was
Daybreak.
terrible, no doubt. And who would have thought the rumored serial killer would turn out to be a vicious monster?
My Valentine's Day is ruined, but now you get to watch me play Trails Through Daybreak. Dare I say, better than Dota 2. You get to view content of this amazing game. Thank you so much, Bermati. We appreciate you so much. You do so much for us. Such a good information guy. Bermati can get it. Bermati owns, dude. He always helps us out on 4SPGs. So helpful. I haven't been keeping up with Dota in so long now. Is it worthwhile to check out again? Meh. Meh. I love Dota. I mean, surely, like, if we're going off of pure hours, objectively, it is my favorite game because I have more hours in Dota than I could ever have in a game like this. But Dota's been letting me down recently. I queue and then I lose. And then I'm like, guys, don't worry. This is where I win it all back. And then I lose some more. And now I can't even buy double down tokens anymore to fund that addiction. So where am I supposed to get my dopamine
Thanks for the
from?
help, Ramadi.
You know?
I owe you one.
No, Paris.
It's quite
the thought.
troublesome.
What else are friends for?
But
I
Trails
owe
to Daybreak
Elaine
2
very
might be
much,
the
so I'll
the
support
new
her however I can.
supplier of dopamine for me.
Why, thank you.
Fair enough. Well, now you have Trails to get it from. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Scott. Obermati. What do you have?
The world and this menu is your. Aww, leaving so soon.
I
My
want to
stall has the
taco.
My dishes are simply to die for.
Are we gonna die? Is it poison?
I
Is
look
that what
forward
you're
to
saying?
seeing you again in the very near future.
Eddie's chestnuts.
Who wants some roasted chestnuts?
Oh.
What's it gonna be?
Okay.
Later.
Bradley Garage. I do hate how auto run is not a thing. Wow, are you gonna give us a fishing rod? Are you gonna let us fish with you? Can we be fishing club members together, please? We are an experienced angler. That's true. Low-key, I love fishing in games that aren't Stardew. But I really think I would hate fishing IRL. I don't think I'm patient enough for fishing. I fear that patience is not my best skill set. But I do try to be patient sometimes. It's hard, you know? Patience is a very hard skill. That's what I tell my kids. I say waiting is hard, but it's important. And they're like, no, it's not, Miss Ellen. And I'm like, okay, my bad. Sorry. Yeah. Let's go fishing. Oh. That's kind of cool. That's different than how it used to be. Cassigan. That's kind of fun. I like that. The underground maintenance tunnel.
That looks like the place.
There's just...
Oh?
I see you're hard at work as always, Alvis.
I need to
Same
turn my
goes for
heater
you,
off.
Spectre.
Elaine, aren't you off duty today? Wait, what's he doing here?
Did you have some business with us, Spriggan?
Nah, I'm just here to gawk while the A-rank bracer lady does her stuff.
So, Elaine, why are you with him on your day off?
Well, I have something I need to check up on, and I asked him to accompany me. Don't worry, I won't let him do anything that goes against our code.
No, that's, not exactly what I mean.
Oh, he's like, never
for you,
fear.
man.
Don't
I'm the
pity
adult
me.
here. Thank you so much. Lead the way. That's not what you want to hear. My face cam kind of blocks the faces. I'll make it a little smaller, my bad. Yeah. Organized crime, Almada. Almada 2.0, like, what's up? Organized crime is our jam. sad, a survivor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Reset OP. Nice. We love Reset. Big Reset fans here. Nice. Thank you so much. We love fast traveling. Grand Circuit.
Let's be on our way.
Are we gonna go to the Blacklight District? There could be some juicy details in the Black District that we gotta sniff out, you know? Gambling on horses? Gasp. Yeah. Kind of crazy that it's so lively here. Just 2 weeks after a brutal crime happened. I think most people steer clear of that area for a little bit. But I suppose it's like on a main street that people can't avoid, so...
Come on in and eat your
just
fill.
unlucky.
My stuff can't be beat.
I don't even need the guide for this part. I just need to go and buy everything.
That climbing wall looks like fun. I do wish it were a little taller, though.
I think it's tall enough as is. Not everyone's as fit as you are, you know. All right.
Well, we can get Maxim to give you a autographed signature if it suits your fancy. Well, for the right price, actually. For the right sweets price. It is a little sus, though. Wow. Input hacking, breaching firewalls, input the code before the yellow meter runs out. Enter the correct... Oh no, I'm not gonna be good at this. I don't really know what button is what.
This is kid stuff. I bypassed the security. I've got control of the system.
Wow, it's crazy how realistic they made the hacking. Is that... That's cool, though. Is that actually how you hack? By breaking through firewalls? By doing a little zoom... Like, little maze? Little zooming action? Little... Left, right... Dodge? And then you type in a firewall, you... Clickety-clack. Suddenly you're a hacker? Yeah, it's exactly like that. Pog crazy. Guys don't even need to teach me how to code. Suddenly I'm a hacker. I ask clickety-clack hackers. That's how I would hack. I would clickety-clack. The scene of the crime. It's okay though, we're not the public. Surely we have so much street cred between Elaine and Van that like we just have full level clearance to everything. And if they don't give us clearance, then we'll go in swinging. Granoli is level 30 lifestealer in his game. How are his games always so long? What's his team? Who is he playing versus? I was gonna read
Exhibition races are still open to the public, yes?
Yeah, but I think they're almost over.
Who are you rooting for?
Maxim, of course. I don't know, I just see it in my friends list.
And that's a wrap!
Yeah. Maybe he's owning. Maybe it's not a long game. He's just level 30 at like
he has claimed victory
45
in the
minutes.
prelude to this season's C1 Grand Prix Finals.
Is that impressive? Level 30 at 45 minutes? Surely that is. Surely I don't hit level 30 normally to like an hour. Level per 2 minutes? Maybe not. Maybe that's slow. I don't know. You're a genius. Am I? Did I predict the future? Is Granoli... Is it 45 minutes in the game now? And Granoli's level 30. Is that fast? I don't know. Maybe that's not fast.
Congratulations on getting first place again!
Marielle!
You always make it look so effortless. Tell me, how do you manage to get win after win?
You're a genius. Game ended at 44 or 48. No idea if that's fast or not.
The years of training helps
Called
with
crazy.
that, but my secret sauce is the undying love and support I get from my fans. I dedicate this victory to those wonderful angels in the stands.
Oh.
Maxim, over here! You've shot your way into my heart, Red Comet!
If only those girls knew what that dork is like when he isn't behind the wheel.
I'm sure Marielle, at least, is well aware.
Hi, Yums. She's so cute.
Hiya, Van! I didn't know you were here. Oh, and Elaine's here too. Hey, hey!
Good afternoon, you two.
Hello there. I don't often see the two of you together. Could it be?
Oh, we're just teaming up for a small job. That's all.
I was only able to catch the tail end of the race, but it was quite exhilarating, wasn't it?
Maxim was super cool. He went like zoom, zoom, and beat all those other guys.
I'll give the man this. When it comes to driving a car, he's in a class all his own. And
That's a
said,
compliment from
he's got
Van.
some competition for once. There's an up-and-coming racer who might actually give him a run for his Mira.
It will certainly be interesting to see who comes out on top in the finals. If he's too focused on the stands rather than the track in front of him, like today, victory might slip between his fingers.
Wow, you're pretty hard on the guy.
I can't wait for the finals. I'm gonna cheer him on extra hard.
I'm sure that will give him the push he needs.
On behalf of the sponsors, the trophy will be presented by a very special guest. The Princess of Alzheim, Zita Oswald.
Congratulations, Mr. Lugan. That race was a sight to behold. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how you'll fare in the finals.
Well, I suppose I'll have to work twice as hard then. I wouldn't dare disappoint such a lovely young princess.
She's a princess? Wow!
I didn't realize Prince Sharid had a sister.
I hear the Principality is investing heavily into this year's race. I forgot you had a sister. Isn't she a fair bit younger than you?
That's right, although her age belies her intellect. She has a quick wit and a sharp mind, neither of which I can hope to rival. I may be the heir to the throne, but that doesn't stop her from meddling in her hapless brother's affairs.
Is that Maxim guy, the
I
Sylvain?
think she's about 17 or 18, maybe. But I hear she's wise beyond her years.
Yeah, sort of. He is.
It's an honor to greet
but
the champion of the race in
Yumes
person.
and
I
Paulette,
truly
the
feel like
ladies
luckiest
with
girl
the
in
lady
all
with
the
pink
world.
hair, and her daughter,
The dead
the
heat at
little
the
girl
end
with
was
pink hair.
quite nerve-wracking.
That's his
I was on the edge of my seat. It reminded me of
girlfriend,
that famous
and that's
scene
his
from
daughter.
Perfect Driver 2.
Ah, so you saw that movie.
He used to be a Sylvain,
express
though.
how happy I
But
am
now
to hear
he's
that.
taken.
Ooh, this is my chance to look cool in front of
Laying
you,
it
Lady
on a little
Paulette.
thick, Maxim.
The moment the studio offered me the part of Max, I felt as though the wheel of fate was at work. The character and I shared a number of commonalities, even beyond our similar-sounding names.
Ah, that's quite interesting. I'd very much like to hear more. They say you did all of your own stunts during your racing scenes. Is that true? Oh, and would you consider asking the producers to make Alzheim the filming location for the third movie? I'd very much appreciate that.
Well, what's with this girl? Her passion is overwhelming.
Laying it on a little
hey,
thick.
Could I get another interview? Maybe this time with both of you.
It looks like that'll drag on for a while. I think we'll go ahead and take our leave.
Not a bad idea. You've got a dinner rush to prepare for.
Hey, Mommy! Can we ride the Ferris wheel?
Of course, sweetie, but only once, okay? I'll see you both later.
All right. Goodbye for now.
How nice.
Well, it'll be a pain. But we should probably stick around for a while longer.
Yes, we have work to do. Why don't we ask Marielle if she knows anything about this?
Huh? Hey, where'd Paulette go?
Wait, isn't that...
Oh, right. I heard about them from my brother.
I never thought I'd run into you two here. Did you come to watch the race together?
We're here on business, actually. Van and I have a few questions for you. But first, let's catch up.
Why are you covering a Grand Prix race? I thought politics was more your speed. Entertainment column needed extra hands or something?
Actually, it was my call. I wanted to branch out and try something new.
Okay.
I need to expand my horizons if I ever want to catch up to him. Maybe someday, I can push the bar even higher. That's why I'm charging forward into unknown waters, full speed ahead!
You're just a bundle of energy, aren't you? Well, if you know what you want to do, I ain't gonna discourage you. Give it your all out there, all right? Make him proud.
I'll be rooting for you as well. We both have a lot to live up to, so let's keep up the good work.
Yes! Thanks for the encouragement. Okay, that's enough about me. So, you mentioned you're here on business, right? Ooh, this might serve as inspiration for my next story. Let's hear it.
All right, here's the lowdown.
But you can't tell people about him being our twin,
the rumors
you know?
were true. The police and the CID have been keeping a tight lid on the situation, but that hasn't stopped me from digging into it on my own.
Oh yeah? Well, that makes this easy for us.
Did your investigation bear any fruit?
I guess you could say that. I, kinda, sorta, maybe ran into the culprit.
What the fuck? That's crazy. Yeah. These reporters are always so lucky. I think her name was Dorothy from Trails in the Sky, the photographer that was like kind of dense sometimes with the pink hair. Always getting into trouble. Maybe he went invis with his thingy. Yeah. That's so scary. Yeah, very lucky. Gotta be lucky to be a reporter. That's probably true to a certain degree. Reporters are out here, like at the scene of the crime, trying to capture shit live, which is probably dangerous sometimes. That's not good. Violence, fraud, and acts of aggression. Yeah. Seems like something the guild should keep their eye on. Maybe do something about it. These guys seem to have everyone on their toes. Yeah. Be careful, Mariel. I mean, he kind of is trying to scare you out of it. Okay. I'll just tiptoe around the edges. Fine, I won't stick my nose in. I'll just do a little dip. Look at that sinister aura. Well, I'm assuming he's probably related to Almada, which is a gang. That's like the mafia in this game. They actually are pretty scary. They're quite violent. Was that who Nadia and Swin were tracking in the beginning? How exciting. Full circle moment, maybe. Okay. We need to talk to Paulette and Yumes. Paulette, Yumes. Are they by the Ferris wheel?
Ah, Ferris wheels. Classic date spot. This one's pretty popular since you can see the whole racetrack from the top.
I suppose that makes sense. It's not really pertinent to our investigation, though.
Hi, Paulette. Hi, Yumes. I'm glad you thought your dad was cool. You tell him, Yumes. Call him embarrassing. She's so cute. Paulette? I'm glad. So nice. Always looking out for us. We've got your back, Paulette. Don't worry. You and Yumes, you're one of us.
What to do?
I'm trying to not learn anything while watching to avoid spoilers. Okay. I'll refrain from giving spoilers. My bad. But you can spoil something that you've already seen. Like, in this game, yeah. Well, I suppose they're, like, the major spoilers of Daybreak, it's, like, that probably wouldn't be mentioned here. I don't think so. I mean, I guess I did give some kind of spoilers, like Armada as a gang that are the main bad guys, but that becomes pretty clear pretty early on, you know? Sometimes I'm forgetful about doing that.
This market's bustling. They've got more stuff on offer now than they did back in our day.
That's true. The trade business is flourishing more and more every year. It would be nice to wander around here again sometime. When we're off the clock, of course.
A date? A social link, I sense?
Thanks for shopping.
A patisserie of 3 repute? A new up-and-coming patisserie in the center marsh by the name Gâteau de Dune has been the subject of an unseemly rumor recently. As a fellow vendor in the marsh, I refuse to let the matter go unresolved. If you're willing to discuss the issue further, you'll find me at my stall, Kenny. You are a client? That's us, in the flesh. I guess gaslight them, Elaine. What do you mean? You weren't seeing... You must be seeing things. Surely it's not Beauty's blade. You have a loyal customer in the making. Any 4 SPGs, you name it, Van will do it. In exchange for sweets. Yeah? Okay, we'll try to collect some legitimate evidence.
Well, we're on the clock now. Let me ask you something.
Tell us what you know. Romaine. We're doing a thorough investigation. Please cooperate. Thank you so much. Nope. We're just helping out Van today. No date. Simply a friendly mission together. Sad. Trash talking Dune. Rumors. Yeah, that's true. They are baseless. Kinda rude. Thank you so much for your input.
The Center Marche really does have everything.
It's so lively.
We've got the best goods that money can buy.
Hello, Malcolm.
Let me ask you something.
I gotta ask you. How kind. So friendly. That is a possibility. Yeah. Seems like a lot of these rumors are pretty baseless. I see. What complaints? That's what we're working on. Discovering the truth. It's gone bad. Gotta work on your people skills. I can say. Not great people skills. Not great customer service skills. It's okay though. Something to work on. Yeah, we want to help. Never fear. Well, there could be something else fishy going on here. I don't know. Gotta sniff out the information first. We are not that type of, well, sometimes. I was gonna say, we aren't really that type of person, but no, we definitely have ratted people out to the cops when they've deserved it. Much better. Yeah. But our witnesses say otherwise. Say that he's quite meticulous. Yeah. Okay. The correct choice is the last answer, Kenny. Yeah. That's true. It seems it is a little sketchy. Yeah. Dune is innocent. We gotta do the right thing, you know? Not back this Kenny guy. Too sketchy for our liking. Nice. 1 SP. Proof of our good choice. Hmm. Can we take his money before we turn him in? Pepe left. Follow Kenny. Get to the close to the target, they will notice you. Conversely, if the target strays too far away, their trail will be lost. Maintain a safe distance while keeping the target in sight. It's kind of cool. I'm dead tired, so I'm going to bed, but have fun saving the world. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, Yev. Thank you for hanging out with me. Happy Valentine's Day. Dude, this guy is going to see me. I'm trying to be a hero, but it's quite hard.
The Center Marché really does have everything.
Fuck. But I found him. I had him. I saw him. What a fucking scam. I think I might just be bad at this. Because he's turning around. I think I'm doing this wrong. But maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm owning. Like, who knows? Maybe he can turn around as long as you're hidden. The issue is when he walks up the stairs into the market, I don't think I can tail him here. Because the meter rises too fast. Like, I can't walk forward. I think maybe I'm supposed to go to the right there and then I'm supposed to run out. I don't know. I suppose I'm just not very stealthy. Oh, I see. The right is my gauge for seeing him. I have to see him within that time. Like in my direct line of view. I see. He has to be my direct line of sight. I understand. Oh, I understand. I understand. I see. Maybe he can't turn back. Maybe I did fuck it all up. Oh, I did it right. Nice. He can turn around. He just can't catch you. And it takes him a while. I probably made that a lot harder than it needed to be. I'm so sorry to those of you who had to see that. Yeah. Guilty as charged. We lied. Yeah. You just got owned. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mic. Yeah. Okay. So, turning him over to the police gives you law +2, gray +1. Recommend the community handing out his punishment, law +1, gray +2. I mean, I think the community should deal with it because he's the one who lied to them. Yeah. No, maybe we should have done the police. I thought that meant the public was gonna know. And we should have turned him over to the police. That was probably the harsher punishment. I thought that everyone, like, who spread the rumors was gonna know that. I guess they did. Like, they started spreading other rumors, but I thought we were gonna let the public know who the liar was. Ooh. Thank you so much. Van's besides himself with the emotions of having a good dessert. With the power of sugar on his side. Power of sugar and anime. Nice. A shard search app. How convenient. Reset scores again. Execute a shard search with right stick.
Okay, let's give this shard search thing a whirl.
It will be interesting to see if the update improved its accuracy any. It picked up on something.
It's a tobacco scent. Same one that came from the cigarette butts those Desire guys tossed. Let's see where it leads.
Smoking on the job. Yes, the underground waterways. This is where we can have our first meal. Yes. Marduk owns.
The scent keeps going from here.